Welcome back to Midday. Kirsten Wourms joins us. How are you?
I am great.
I'm glad you're on today because we were just laughing before the break because I've got some weeds at my house that my husband's in love with and I keep telling him to cut them down. And the pictures that you sent in, one of them is that weed. So I'm so happy you're here.
Well, it's a big problem. A lot of the wildflower mixes that we get, anything like that, there's some beautiful flowers that then we look later on and you realize it's invasive or it's noxious and it's really not good. So we get a lot of nice alternatives.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with the bad ones. Let's take a look at one of our pictures here and we'll talk a bit about it. So this is funny because everybody loves baby's breath, especially in bouquets.
Yes, it's everywhere. The floral stores love it, everything. Baby's breath, though, very invasive.
Very. We used to have it.
Yes, and it can produce up to 10,000 seeds a year.
Yeah, it took over our garden pretty much. It was crazy.
Completely. But again, it's in a lot of the wildflower seeds. It's beautiful. And we're actually having a problem out Dallas Barnhartville as well as out along the dike.
Okay.
We have a big, and once it gets in there, it starts growing. And it is beautiful, but extremely invasive.
Does it, when it gets really hot outside, does it kind of have a smell to it after? Because it's almost like it's burnt?
It does. It's kind of an off smell.
Because I think there's some in our area as well. We were walking by and I'm like, I'm pretty sure these baby's breath are not supposed to smell like this.
No, that's not quite pleasant. But a lot of neat things out there that you can use instead. Russian sage is beautiful. I love the Russian sage. Sea holly as well. Quite beautiful. Looks a lot, it's a little bit more on the purple side, but a good alternative to those ones.
Okay, good. And if you plant that in place of when you've taken out the baby's breath, it'll help to not have the baby's breath grow back. Is that sort of what it does?
Yeah, so what we do is, again, pulling out those weeds, and the reason that they're weeds and invasives is that they're very tough.
Right.
And so a lot of them, even just if you leave a little bit of root, a new plant will come in there.
Oh, yeah, geez.
But you get in there, get as much of the roots as you can anytime you're taking them out. And then by planting the other plants, yes, exactly. It gets rid of that seed bank because it doesn't allow the seeds to land. Good. And
Excellent. All right, and our next one.
Oh, the common tansy. So this is extremely toxic to livestock.
Oh, really?
Tansy is used in a lot of medicinal things for humans, but again, in big quantities, can be invasive or can be toxic. And interesting thing, the seeds can actually be viable for up to 25 years.
Wow,
so
that's
these
crazy.
Land on the ground, yes, but again, a beautiful plant, right? So everyone's like, oh, I really like this one. Not a really good option. So if you can take that out, a good thing is the yarrow. Love yarrow, it's beautiful. Your coneflowers, your heliopsis, the coreopsis, like this orange one over here. Beautiful alternative. And again, those are a little bit more native species.
Exactly, and a little nicer.
Yes, exactly.
All right, and this one. This is the one.
Yes, this is hoary cress. This is an extremely invasive weed. It's just starting to come into Kamloops now. If you go through Vernon, down the Okanagan a little bit, there are fields of it.
Wow.
And again, it's unpalatable to livestock. So when it starts to take over, it actually reduces any of the native grasses there, anything the livestock can eat. So it's a big problem. If you see that, definitely get rid of that. And you can also give us a call because that's something that is an invasive weed that we're trying to take care of before it takes over Kamloops.
You need to get rid of that weed from our house.
Yes.
All right, let's go to our next invasive weed.
Dalmatian toadflax, beautiful. Again, it comes in the wildflower mixes. It looks a lot like some of the plants that we can get out there. And you're like, oh, this is beautiful. We really want that. Snapdragons.
Is that what it looks? Is that what it is?
It looks a lot like a snapdragon.
Okay, just looks like it.
Just looks like it. Yes. So very bad. We've got a big problem with this in Canna Cartwright Park and Peterson Creek Park. So we've got beneficial insects that come on. We've got the weevils. And so they go in there and they take care of that. But good options for that one again is your rock rose, your red hot pokers. There's a lot of good options out there to use.
Okay. And we have one more, I believe. Yep, here it is.
And the spurge. This one, terrible. It actually
looks so pretty.
It's gorgeous and it's everywhere. But it actually has in its sap, if you get it on your skin, will actually cause blisters and scarring and everything. So actually a very bad invasive plant.
And do we have this around town?
A lot of it, yeah, especially in the Dallas Barnhartville area.
Wow.
Quite a bit of it out there. So something to take a look at. You don't want that. But again, your rock cress, your red hot pokers, some other beautiful plants that you can put in. And if you see those, definitely you can give us a call because we can come out and treat that as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Stuff we didn't even know about. That's excellent. I love it. All the info on the screen for you there. If you'd like to get a hold of Kirsten or the team, you go to Kamloops, kamloops.ca as well. And
correct.
All the contacts are there. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Great info.